Hi, good evening. Did we ever realize that how much time we spend on our devices? Like, I would just focus on handheld devices, which is iPod, iPad, phone, smartphone, and then we use a lot of application. Some of the applications, they belong to social media, and some of the applications are work application that I have to respond. Suppose just say, for example, email. I have my email set up at my phone, and then I have to respond, quickly. Or, when I say, okay, somebody sent me an email, I said, okay, let's read it, whether I responded or not. Average person, some I was just going through some study on over the net, and I found out that average person in US spend more than 3 hours, like around between 3 and 4 hours on his gadgets, on his devices. So most of the time, like this, I have, suppose if I say that I open my phone because there is some alert. Somebody liked some of, somebody commented some of my post. I said, okay, who commented and what he commented? And sometimes I just say, okay, there is a ping and some email comes, and there is another ding and their WhatsApp message comes. So in all these things, and well, this is during the day when I'm working. Maybe that time should be dedicated to work or not. I'm not going into that debate. I'm just talking about it, that whether we should spend that much time on these devices or not, whether it's good for us or not. Well, this is not me to decide or I to decide. It's you who is using that. We should use our time wisely. I'm just talking about, and I'm not in the favor that we should shut down our devices. But I say that when I'm, suppose, just take an example of dinner table. Suppose if I'm at the dinner table, I would say that we should even turn off our TV, not to talk about the devices. Even if I'm alone at the dinner table, I should focus on my dinner. I should not, my mind should not be diverted that I'm having some food. Instead of enjoying food, I'm just reading some email from my work or from some of my colleagues or some of my friends, or I'm watching some movies. So by that way, we lose the taste of the food. We do not enjoy food the way we should have enjoyed. And suppose if I'm sitting with a family, that is a quality time. That's why you see that in our houses, the houses are designed in such a way that we do not put our television or other devices in our dining area, because the dining area is the area where the whole family members, they sit together with the kids, with the spouses, and talk about the daily routine and then what's going on and what happened. So by that way, I give, I do some kind of exercise of improving my relationship with my family, okay, with my family members. And I also do some exercise of brainstorming. I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, if I have a device of my child, he asked me or she asked me or somebody asked me, I said, okay, just hold on and let me Google it. And I start doing Googling it. So now we should use our mind, and we should, sometimes it happens that Google does not give you unique idea. Actually, your mind is so fertilized that it gives us so unique ideas. But we are not so used to of in these days using of our own mind. Rather, we trust Google or we trust something. I know that was, that's when we are doing some research or something, then we can take advantage of all the those technologies and the things. So my whole purpose of this talk is that we should spend our time wisely, and especially when we are at home or when we are with our friends, we should spend time wisely. And even sometimes I'm traveling, every week I travel. And last week when I was traveling, I was in a bus. It was a half an hour commute from my place to this train station. And I analyzed that more than 70% people, 70 to 80% people, they were busy on their, phones. Somebody was listening, somebody was chatting, somebody was checking some different status. So we were so unmindful what was going around us, which street I'm passing and who's sitting next to me. It does not mean that I must interact with everyone and every time, but at least, we should see what's going around us. The world is so beautiful. We should enjoy it, not from the screen of my device, but from my eyes and whatever is around me from the natural screen. Okay, have a good day. Bye now.